So good afternoon, good evening, everyone, wherever you are. Welcome everyone to our online mindful communities, to this Maryland Meditation Center. My name is Venerable Narongchai Thana Chayo. As you can see, I'm a Buddhist monk. I will be your host tonight. So wherever you are, welcome everyone to our communities. What we are doing here, we have been providing this community since the 1st of January this year, and we are looking at 1 full year committed to these communities to provide a space for those who love to practice meditation and learn some wisdom that help you can live good life and or a better life. So whether you are new to the channel or you are a regular participant, you are at the right place and at the right time. So this is the 16 weeks, start from January 1st, and it's also the 16th of April, okay, of 2022. So hope everyone is doing okay wherever you are. I like to congratulate everyone that you can make time for your own self to practice meditation together. Anybody, okay, who are new to this channel or who are a regular meditator, you are at the right place and at the right time. So I believe meditation is very important. Ask yourself why you join this community, what exactly that you are looking for. At the end of the day, as a human being, we're looking for something in common, which is peace and happiness. But the definition of peace and happiness may be vary from individuals, right? In the eyes of Buddhist monk or Buddhist people, there are several kinds of happiness, not just happiness from the sense pleasure, which we will talk about it tonight before we meditate. Okay? Meditation is one form of them as well. And that is why people are looking for a peace of mind, but sometimes people don't know where to look for it. So we go after something to keep the mind busy and hope to feel peace and happiness after the pursuing journey of one thing after another. But in fact, human being, we can create our own happiness. Just simply close your eyes, do nothing, sit back and relax, and allow the mind to come back to the body, to the present moment. Then you can feel the peace and happiness inside yourself. This is very scientific, nothing magical. It's always happening. Whenever you sit, wherever you sit, or close your eyes, or bring your mind back to the body, and when the mind free from thought, or have less and less thought in your mind, you can start feeling the sense of peace, calm, and happiness inside your mind. That's happening right away. Whether you are in the toilet, on the bus, at the office, wherever you are, you can try that. Okay, but if you can sit longer in the session like this, and that's give you an opportunity to explore deeper, okay, into your own mind, into the peace and happiness, that doesn't cost you anything. Okay, so this week of April, on the 22nd of this month, it's we are approaching something called the Earth Day Week or Earth Day Festival. Earth Day Festival usually held on the 22nd of April. What is Earth Day has to do something with us? I never pay attention, especially as a Buddhist monk. What is this thing has to do with me, right? Me and my friends, we meditate in the wood. We practice meditation. We study the teaching of the Buddha. We explore deeper in our own mind. But as I went back to school, I started realizing that there are many people out there who pay close attention to what's happening in the world right now. Our world is getting hurt big time, okay, from the environmental issue, from the political issue, from the war, from the violence. Physical world and inner world, people are not happy at the moment. And that is why number one global disability, according to World Health Organization, is depression and stress. Everyone have some form of stress and depression in our mind, more or less. So check with yourself. From the scale of 1 to 10, what is your level of happiness today? 10 is the highest, 0 is the lowest. So maybe you can type it down. 0 to 10, where is your score today? Okay, the level of your happiness at the end of the day like this. So Earth Day, original idea from the Earth Day is about people who protect the Earth, right? The environmental issue, the climate change, the global warming, and that problem is far beyond fixing now. What we can do is just to slow down. Okay, we cannot fix it. It's beyond, it's uncontrollable now. But in my temple on the Earth Day, okay, the abbot and everyone in this organization, okay, we not only practice meditation. This is the intensive meditation weeks. We meditate because according to the teaching of the Buddha, human mind is the forerunner of all things. When human mind is at peace, the environmental environment around us can also at peace. Do not underestimate the power of your mind. Imagine if everyone in the world sit doing nothing, put the phone down, just sit back and relax for 5 minutes. Millions of people sit meditate for 5 minutes together. I believe that's very powerful, and that power can change the whole world. Okay, from the inner world to the outside world, because the word world, okay, according to the Buddhist, Buddhist text, world can be the physical world, and the world can be human being, one individual. This is one world. Okay, if I can protect my world, I protect myself, then I can protect the world. If we protect the world, we protect ourselves. So that is why in this month, in the Earth Day festival, Buddhist monks are encouraged to practice meditation more. Okay, bring the mind back and share loving kindness to the world of whatever happening right now, the war that's going on, the violence that's going on, the pandemic of the COVID-19 still going on. Okay, there is no safe place in the world no more. Where would you? Is there any place you think that you can be safe? Okay, it's pretty difficult this day, right? So that is why I believe this community like this, the world need to have it. The place where everyone can stop by. Doesn't matter what you believe, what country you're from. Meditation is purely mental development, nothing to do with belief or religions. Because human being, we have body and we have the mind. We know how to take good care of the body, eat good food, take a rest, exercise. But not many people know that the mind also need to be taken care of, and how to take care of the mind. And meditation is the tool that available. Simple tools, doesn't cost anything, and it's very profound, that help us to develop the quality of the mind, to cleanse the mind, and to purify the mind. And when each individual mind is being purified, can find peace and calm inside yourself, then maybe the whole world can be at peace. The reason the world cannot be at peace, because in the human mind, in each mind, cannot find peace. Okay, just to keep it simple like that. All right, so in this particular session on Saturday, I like to spend the first 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, share something with you first, for you to recap of what we have learned. In case you are new to the channel, you can also prepare yourself for the meditation session from the something that I prepare, okay, about 10 to 15 minutes. And after that, we will sit together for the next 25 to 30 minutes, so prepare for that. And today, before I forget, I have a new toys that I received from my monk's brother. As you can see, this is can be very helpful when we meditate. So we can put our arms, okay, on top of the pillow like this. So when we sit, okay, it doesn't create the heat between the palm and the laps, and it gives me a very comfortable feeling. I have been using this for a few weeks, and I realized that wow, this simple tool is very helpful. So you can easily find it from anywhere, from Walmart, or wherever the grocery store nearby, or even order online. So I think it's a good investment to find something that you feel comfortable, and something that help you to practice meditation much better. It's all about observation. Okay, pay close attention of how you meditate. What's stopping you from being happy? What's stopping you from making progress in meditation? And a little thing like this, it does affect your meditation practice. When myself, I sit for 1 or 2 hour session, I notice that I always have heat underneath my palm and my laps, and I don't pay attention. I just think it's okay, so I pretend it's okay. But later on, I realized that after place my palm on top of this pillow, my meditation is way much better. I can calm my mind in much longer, because of the comfortness that I receive from this little things, little pillow like this. Meditation is synonymous for the word happiness. Every time we meditate, we find inner peace inside ourselves, more or less. In 30 minutes that you sit, if you can tell yourself that, I feel happiness for 1% or 1 minute, to me, I consider this success. Because for someone to be able to still the mind and can smile with himself or herself, because he find the inner peace inside himself when he meditates, that phenomenon is quite rare to be happening. And we will get to know why in a moment. Okay? So if you can smile to yourself, or if you can smile to others more often during the day, I think it's a good habit or good homework to practice during the week before we come back and meet each other again for the next week. Okay, so along the way, whenever you stop by, so you learn something new about meditation, you learn the new tip and new technique to help you to meditate better. And this video will be recorded and posted on our YouTube channel. So feel free to check it out, to go back and relearn what we have learned, and to come back and revisit. Sometimes you just want to meditate by yourself. There will be some recording that you can go back and study and meditate on your own. Okay. All right. So let's me share with you something that I prepared today before we meditate. Today I call, this is 16th of April 2022. เขียนไม่ออกอีกแล้ว Give me 1 second. Okay, never mind. All right. Taming the wild horse. What taming the wild horse has anything to do with meditation? All right. So let's take a look. This is something Luang Pi would like to mention. Okay, for us to understand why meditation is very important. Like I mentioned earlier, human being, we're looking for peace and happiness all the time. Peace and happiness, peace and happiness, peace and happiness. But most people are looking for peace and happiness through something called the sense pleasure happiness. Sense pleasure happiness, the happiness that comes from sense, from what you see, what you hear, what you smell, what you taste, what you touch, and that's called sense pleasure. Not necessarily to be only the sexual pleasure. Sense pleasure is everything. Okay, the clothes, the shopping, the house, the car, the food, anything at all that come to the sense door. This 5 sense door is called sense pleasure. And this is the happiness that most people in the world we are get trapped with. We go after something that we like, okay, one thing at a time or several things at a time. Okay, one success after success, one house, another house, one car, another car, one clothes, another clothes, one vacation, another vacation. So hoping that to pursue this kind of material thing can find us a sustainable peace and happiness in our life. But it's not the case. Okay, money cannot buy happiness. Okay, happiness comes from the peace of mind. There are a refined form of happiness which we will talk about it tonight. But here, just want you to see the whole picture of how we are trapped with the realm of sense pleasure of material thing, hoping that getting this, to have this one first, then we can be happy. So it's more like happiness with condition. If we cannot have that, then we cannot be happy. If we cannot finish the school, then we cannot be happy. If we cannot have a house, we cannot have a spouse, then we cannot be happy. So we have to have something first in order for us to be happy. And that's why we need to go after, okay, the material thing and never stop. And then later on we realize that, oh, in my whole life I have been going after this thing, money, success, fame, and I don't find the happiness as I wish, or something that I've been looking for. And in the meditation world, this is called one of the 5 hindrances that we have talked about. Is something that's stopping us from making progress in meditation, because the mind is always clinging on the sense pleasure. So when we close our eyes, okay, the mind is always thinking of something that it like. Think of the food, think of the shopping, think of the vacation, thinking of school, thinking of work, thinking of something all the time, something that the mind like to think. And it's hard to stop the mind from thinking or going after something that we would like to have. So in the evening like this, when you close your eyes, you may thinking of dinner. What kind of dinner? What kind of food? Where would you have dinner? Who would you have dinner with? Okay, or is there anything on sale on this summer? So maybe after finish this meditation, I'm gonna go buy something, get online, browse to the website, and start buying stuff. So this is the nature of human mind. So just keep that in mind. And it's just the first level of happiness according to the the teaching of the Buddha. Okay? It's called sense happiness, where most of us are trapped in this. But the Buddha and those monks in the past, they have surpassed this level of happiness. Their happiness doesn't have, it doesn't rely on any material thing. It's purely meditation that's come from the peace of mind. So the second level of happiness, which is more refined than the first level of happiness, is called happiness that's come from meditation. Tonight, you may be experiencing that moment when your mind is at peace and your mind doesn't need anything, your mind doesn't want anything. That you can start understanding the second level of happiness, the happiness that comes from peace of mind. And the longer you stay in that moment, the more you feel that, wow, this is amazing feeling that I never felt it before. And that is why you should come back to the question, come back to meditation more often to experience something that more refined than the happiness that comes from sense pleasure. And that's what most of the Buddhist monk we are looking for. Okay, because being a monk, we're not being a monk to make money or to be success in anything. We just want to leave everything behind and study the teaching of the Buddha, the teaching that help us to live good life, and the teaching that help us to find the real happiness inside ourselves, which is through the meditation practice. And there are many layers of meditation, which we will talk about it some other time. In fact, we already talked about this in this community, so you can, if you like, you can go back and check out our YouTube and to study on that dimension. Okay, so happiness from the meditation. And the highest level of happiness is happiness that comes from the mind that free from mental impurities, from greed, hatred, and delusion. The technical term for this is called nibbana in Buddhism. Nibbana means cool, means peace. That peace or that coolness is come from the stage of mind being free completely from greed, hatred, and delusion or defilement. So that's something you can keep in mind. So here you can see happiness is not just happiness from material thing. Happiness can come from the peace of mind, which is more refined. So it's okay to enjoy happiness that comes from sense pleasure. Nothing wrong with that. But to keep in mind, there is something else more than that, and that's something we should explore. To be born as a human being, I think we should explore to get to know ourselves in all dimensions. Is there anything else that can make us happy? And that's something we should keep in mind. Here is the thing that mentioned in the Buddhist text. The Buddha talked about why the mind cannot be still. Okay, someone asked him, I have been meditating for few months, few weeks. How come my mind cannot be still? So he used the simile. And his simile, he used the cow and the baby cow. As you can see, the mother cow and the baby cow. The baby cow, when he was born, he doesn't want to go far away from his mother. He always stay there because he feels safe and secure. This is similar to human mind. When human mind start practice meditation, the human mind doesn't get used to it. Doesn't get used to the meditation technique. Doesn't get used to how to still the mind. So the mind will always go back to whatever it feels comfortable. In this case, the baby cow will always go back to his mother because he feels safe and he feels secure and he feels enjoyable when he is around with his mom. So human mind, we get used to sense pleasure. When we think of something we like, the food, the clothes, the computers, the house, the car, the success, the mind feel happy and feel joyful every time we think of something like that. And when we meditate, it's opposite. We try to bring the mind back to stay still. And this is the picture of something you should keep in mind. And when you meditate, if you understand this, it helps you to meditate much better, whatever technique you use. Okay, so let's zoom into this together. Um, you think of the horse. Okay, I cannot find the picture of the cow tying with the pole, so I use the horse. It's the same story. The horse is like the mind or the baby cow. If we want to separate the horse, the cow from his mother, we need to tie that baby cow to something, to the pole. So I was in Texas before, and Texas, in the land of cowboy, this is how they train the wild horse. When you get the wild horse, you cannot just jump on it and ride the horse right away. You need to train that horse for a little while. Okay, and how people train the horse, they tie the horse with the pole, and this pole they call the patient pole. The patient pole. So tie the horse with the pole so the horse cannot run far. So the owner of the horse can slowly, play with the horse, touch the horse, allow the horse to feel you, to smell you, and eventually the horse will be, obedient and allow you to ride on it. But it takes some time. So the horse is like the mind. Now we are training our mind to be still, but the mind doesn't get used to it. Why? Because the mind get used to sense pleasure, gets used to shopping, watching movie, entertaining, and when we want to meditate and still the mind doesn't like that. But the good news is the mind can be trained, and this is how we train the mind to see this picture. So the mind is like the horse, and the pole, okay, I call it concentration or samadhi. Concentration means we keep the mind still with one meditation object. It can be your breath, it can be your physical sensation, it can be meditation object, it can be walking meditation, whatever technique you are comfortable with, and that is your pole. To train your mind to be still with that pole. And the mindfulness or sati is the rope that tie your mind with that meditation object. You see, the ropes is tie the horse to the pole. The horse is like the mind, the pole is your meditation object, and the ropes is something called mindfulness. Mindfulness. When you think of mindfulness or sati, you think of the rope that pull the horse back. Every time the horse want to run away, you pull it back, and it may not be able to stay still 100% with the pole or with the meditation object. At least it doesn't go far away. There will be thought when you meditate and your mind start to wandering and running away from your meditation object. So you use mindfulness, you mindful of what's going on, even though you may not be able to bring the mind back to stay still 100% right then, but at least you know that now I am thinking, it's okay, and let them pass, and when the thinking gone, you bring it back to the meditation object again, and that's how you play with your own mind. So you think of the mind as the horse and your meditation object as the pole, and the rope is like mindfulness that always bring yourself back to the meditation object more often. And believe it or not, eventually, okay, your mind will be able to stay still however long you like, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 1 hour, if you train your mind this way, whatever technique you use. But make sure you sit with comfortable. Okay, the mind need to be trained, and the trained mind will bring happiness. An untrained mind will bring us more stress and suffering because we cannot control the mind. So meditation is a tool that available for us to not only help us to train the mind to be still, but it helps us to access to the peace and happiness inside our own mind. Two things you keep in mind. First, make sure you sit with relaxed, body relaxed, and then the mind can be relaxed. With relaxation and consciousness, then your mind can be still. Okay, relaxation and consciousness or mindfulness, these two things have to be in balance, then your mind can be still. If you're off balance, you may fall asleep or you may have a lot of thought, then your mind cannot be still. Okay, so keep it in mind before we meditate. So now it's time for us to practice meditation. We will be sitting, okay, for the next 25 to 30 minutes. Again, make sure you sit comfortably. So I found my way, okay, to make myself comfortable. I have this on my lap. Sometimes I put and behind my back, so it helps support my back and allow me to sit straight and feel comfortable. So whatever make you feel comfortable, okay, the blanket, the pillow, whether you sit on the floor or sitting on the chair, make sure you prepare every session that you sit. Okay, let's take a few good deep breaths before we close our eyes to help relax the body and to slowly bring our awareness back to the present moment here and now. So breathe in softly and deeply, and breathe out slowly for a few times. Just doing nothing, just keep on breathing and observe how the body breathes. Breathe in deeply one more time, and breathe out slowly. Now let's softly and gently close your eyes, the same way you close your eyes when you go to sleep. Slowly bring your awareness back to your breath, and welcoming yourself to this very present moment, here and now. Following your breath in through your nostril, down to the back of your throat, your chest, down to your stomach, to the center of your body. Notice how you feel when you are breathing in. Allow the peace and relaxation feelings to expand through every single cell in your body as you are breathing in. And when you are breathing out, releasing out all of your heat and discomfort feelings, negative feelings, letting go all of your worry and anxieties. Adjust your sitting posture. Find the balance and comfortable sitting posture for yourself, whether sitting on the floor or sitting on the chair, wherever you are. There is no rush to stop your mind from wandering, no rush in meditation at all. It's the journey of joy, every single step, from the beginning, during the meditation, or after the meditation. So take your time at the beginning of every session to relax your physical body. So get yourself comfortable. You may sit cross-legged or sitting on the chair with your feet placed on the ground firmly and comfortably, with your palms on your laps and your back and spine straight up. Just take a moment here. Slowly shift your attention to the top of your head and loosen the muscle around your head and your forehead. Your eyebrows, eye socket, and the muscle around your eyes. There shouldn't be any stress or tension around your eyes at all. If you close your eyes correctly, your body can be relaxed fully. Release the muscle around your cheeks, your nose, your lips, and your jaws relaxed. Feel the relaxation go all the way down to your throat, both of your shoulders, your arms, your palms, and your fingers. The muscle around your chest, your abdomen, your back, and your lower back relaxed. And notice how your upper part of the body feels at the moment. Are there any stiffness or tightness still remain? So make sure you adjust yourself until you feel comfortable. Relax the muscle around your sit bones, your bottoms, your thigh, both of your knees, your forelegs. Muscle around your feet and to the tip of your toes, relaxed. If you notice any stiffness still remain in any part of the body, again, feel free to readjust your sitting posture. Make sure those tension and stiffness have been released fully. Once our body is fully relaxed, now we can turn our attention to relax the mind. Cherish your mind with happiness and joy. Feel grateful for these opportunities, for the time that you deserve, the time that you give back to yourself to take care of your own mind. Since the moment we wake up until this moment, we have been giving our time for people, for everything else in the outside world. Friends, families, business, study. We don't have time for the mind to be back and rest fully with the body. And this is the time that we deserve, a small vacation at the end of the day like this, to rest body and mind, to cleanse our mind from all negativities that happening during the day. So take a moment to let go everything that's happening before you come to this session. Let go everything from the past, not to worry about something you plan to do afterward or something in the future. Allow yourself to be at this very present moment, that you are here seated at your favorite place in the world, the place that you feel safe and secure, the place where you can sit for as long as you like, where no one and nothing can disturb you. Maybe the place by the nature, on top of the mountains, by the beach, anywhere that you feel comfortable. So imagine yourself sitting there alone. Feel the freshness of the air, the smell of the flowers, and the sound of the nature around you. This is a very soothing environment and perfect for your little vacation, for you to be relaxed, to be at peace. So put everything aside, everything that related to your work, business, your health, relationship, study, whatever it is. It's time to let go, at least temporarily during this meditation. The sooner the mind can let go of all worry and anxieties, all responsibilities, the faster the mind can be back and stay still in the body. So slowly allow the mind to settle down itself to the body, into the place where you feel comfortable. Can be the center of the body, the area around your stomach, or any part of the body that you feel comfortable and easy to rest your mind, wherever you feel good and comfortable. Just simply allow. Allow the mind to choose wherever the mind feels comfortable and let the mind stay there by itself. We cannot force the mind to stop thinking. The mind doesn't like to be forced, but the mind likes the comfortable environment, comfortable of the body, comfortable of the temperature, of the things around us. Then the mind can be still. So maintain the stillness of the mind with comfort feelings and consciousness. Make sure you feel comfortable, calm, relaxed. At the same time, make sure you stay awake, stay mindful, and stay conscious. Whatever technique that you use, whatever meditation objects that you feel comfortable. Make sure you don't squeeze your eyes too tight. We don't need the physical eyes during meditation. Forget about this physical body and simply stay with your feelings. Stay with your mind fully. You may visualize the meditation object of your choice, such as the full moon, the bright shiny star, or the flowers at the center of your body. Only if you feel easy and comfortable. Or you may visualize nothing, just simply allow the mind to stay still by itself. Stay relaxed, stay conscious. Just notice how the mind feels at the moment. Are there any thoughts, worries, or the mind start wandering? Or the mind can be still. If our mind get distracted by thought, just simply acknowledge it and let the thought pass. No need to engage with the thought or continue entertaining the thought that arise. This is the nature of the mind, the nature of the wild horse, to run away from the pole. Our job is to maintain the stillness of the mind and be mindful every time the mind moves from your meditation object. And slowly welcome the mind back to the body, to your meditation object. Feel free to start over again as many times as you need to, with relaxed feeling, with comfortable feelings. Thought is not our enemy. Learn how to be friend with thought every time it arrives. Understand it, relax it, and bring the mind back. If you like, you can meditate on the mantra, any phrase that you feel comfortable and easy. For example, clear and bright, clear and bright, clear and bright, or peace and calm, peace and calm, peace and calm, to keep the mind still as long as you feel comfortable with any phrase or any mantra. So let's meditate together in silence for a moment and allow the mind to stay relaxed and to go deeper and deeper into the realm of relaxation. Maintain the stillness of the mind with peace, calm, and relax. And find the balance between relaxation and being mindful. If you are falling asleep, you may remind yourself to come back to your meditation object and take a few good deep breaths and continue again. Start over again. At ease, relaxed, and comfortable. If there are still thoughts in your mind, again, learn how to be friend with thought. Acknowledge it and slowly redirect the mind to be back to the body again. As the body relaxes, our mind becomes more calm, more peaceful, and less thought. The mind becomes lighter and lighter. Notice how peace and calm of your mind at the moment. As we come closer to the end of our session, slowly bring your awareness back to the room, back to yourself. Notice how your body and mind feels at the moment. How relaxed of the body, how peace and calm of the mind. Cherish your mind with happiness and joy. Allow this positive energy that arrives in your meditation expand, covering the whole physical body. You feel peace, feel relaxed, feel calm and content. We will spend a moment to share loving kindness before we finish. So cultivate the feeling of love toward yourself. Truly love of your own self. Loving oneself is not selfish, but oppositely, it's about take good care of oneself in all dimensions, to purify oneself, to stay away from the bad things, to be moving toward peace and inner happiness inside our mind. Learn how to forgive the wrongdoing that you did and forget them. Forgive yourself and love yourself. Take good care of yourself, physically, mentally, and spiritually. Allow the peace and loving kindness to covering your whole physical body. Expand from your mind to all directions. Wishing yourself to be well, to be happy, to be comfortable, and to be free from all sufferings. Expand the circle of loving kindness to people you have a fond feeling with, your parents, family members, husband, wife, children, friends, and relatives. Wishing them well, happy, comfortable, free from danger and sufferings. Expand your loving kindness outwardly through all directions to everyone in your communities, your countries, and to the whole world. Wishing everyone, all beings, human and animal, wishing all of them to be well, to be happy, to be comfortable, and to be free from all sufferings. Wishing everyone in the world to be able to live together in peace and harmony, so the whole world can be protected from all danger and sufferings. For those who are suffering, wishing them to be well and be able to find their way to cope with their sufferings, to heal their sufferings. For those who are happy and success, wishing them to be happier, find more and more success in life. Wishing everyone in the world will have a chance to practice meditation and find the inner peace inside their mind. Now slowly bring our mind back to the body, to the moment. Cherish our mind with happiness and joy. Develop the sense of gratitude and appreciation of today's session, of the time that you give back to yourself, of the love that you have for yourself and for everyone around the world. Now let's take a good deep breath for several times while keeping your mind still at the center of yourself. And whenever you feel comfortable, you may slowly open up your eyes. So welcome everyone back to our session. It was about 30 minutes. We meditate together. How is everyone's doing? Feel free to type in the chat box and share your experience. Um, this is the community that decide to support each other, to help each other to develop the quality of our mind through the meditation practice. I am here with you twice a week in this community, but it doesn't mean that during the week you should not meditate. Okay, my job is to here to support you, to meditate with you, to be friend with you. Okay, on this journey, meditation development journey, and during the weeks, okay, you should meditate every single day because the mind need to be cleansed, similar to the body. We take shower twice a day to make sure that the body cleans, the body can remain fresh. But at the same time, okay, we should cleanse the mind too every day before going to bed. Spend time 5 minutes, 10 minutes meditation, share loving kindness, or when you wake up, okay, spend 10 minutes, 15 minutes, okay, on your bed, meditate first, and then go to the restroom, get dressed, having breakfast, and going to work. Something like this, you should keep in mind and cultivate, okay, on your daily basis. Make sure meditation is there every day, whatever happen, okay, whether you're having a good day or a bad day. In fact, there is no such thing called bad day. Every day is the same, but what is not the same is the condition of our mind. Okay, we eat the same food. Today we feel good. Tomorrow we don't feel good about the food that we eat because your mind condition is not the same. This is something telling you that you should get back to meditation more often, to be mindful more often. So turn everything, that you do, you can turn them into the meditative activities, whether driving, working in front of the computer, watering the flowers, the mow the lawn. Anything can turn into meditation practice, to be a mindfulness practice. And when you are mindful of what you do, stay focused on one thing at a time, okay, smiling more, be happy, enjoy more, then you can have a good meditation when you come back to the cushion and sit longer. All right. So I don't know if we have any question today. Let me check. Okay. Okay. So I don't see any question today. Hope everyone still, be able to find the inner peace inside yourself. And I like to invite everyone to join tomorrow's session. It's a 45 to 50-minute session, so you can sit longer. Okay, if we can expand, okay, 5 minutes of peace and calm, 5 minutes to 10 minutes, 10 minutes to 20 minutes, 20 minutes to 30 minutes, and that's the goal to be achieved. But usually, okay, the typical situation is that normal human being, we spend, okay, the first, I would like to say 75 minutes, I'm sorry, 75% of the time in the beginning of the meditation session to try to clean the mind, to let go, to forgive and to forget, to work on that part. But another 25% usually happening toward the end of the session. Then the mind can start to calm down, start to feel relaxed, and start to be able to be at peace. It usually happens in the very end toward the session. So that is why I suggest, the longer session is much better for those who want to experience something called inner peace. 15 minutes is not enough because 15 minutes the mind is still wandering, and then we finish, right? But it's good, it's better than nothing. If you have 15 minutes, grab it. You have 5 minutes, take it. It doesn't matter. But if you have time, okay, or I should say, you should find time for 30-minute session of every day. And that's, if you can do that, you can see the big progress in the next month, the next few months, because you are disciplined and you come back to the meditation seat no matter what happened throughout the day. So no matter what happens, come back to the sit, go back and sit. Okay. If you set time for the early morning, then stick with that time, or evening session before going to bed, whatever time you have set for yourself. So you work around that time. If nothing change, stick with the schedule. But if something change, again, be flexible and find time to meditate here and there during the day. And that's something I like to suggest. Okay. It's a journey of joy, journey of peace, and journey of happiness every time we meditate. Every time we come back to the cushion, so we allow the mind to be back and to rest inside the body, okay, and that's something what we need at the moment. I think that's what the world is needing at the moment, to help find peace and happiness inside of human mind first, and then the world can be at peace at large. Okay. So it's Saturday evening, so hope everyone have a good session today, and please have a good evening. Stay safe and stay at peace until we meet again, whether tomorrow session or next Saturday. Make sure everyone stay safe, stay happy, and whatever happen into your life, please do not stop practicing meditation. And if you can jot down your meditation experience into notebook, or make you can have a little journal for your own self, and to keep track of this progress of this journey. It will help you to master your meditation and and develop your meditation practice more effectively if you jot it down. Okay, so I'll see you tomorrow 7 to 8:15 Eastern Standard Time. So please have a good evening, everyone.